Hi guys, happy Saturday. Welcome back to my channel. First off, I want to say thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I didn't even think I was going to get a handful of them, but here we are at 200 and it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you so much for liking, commenting, and sharing my page. That means a lot to me. So let's get straight into the video. All right, so moving on to the set. This set of transfer foil flowers turned out absolutely beautiful, but my goodness, did it give me a hard time. I was up late practicing last night and I was also sleep deprived, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but the turnout came out absolutely beautiful in my opinion, but man, did I struggle. Okay, so as you may or may not know, I am a beginner. I have only been doing nails for maybe about 8-9 months, so I'm still learning techniques, how to do things in order, or just trying to find my way on what works for me. So yeah, like I said, I struggled with this set. So I first laid this first bead, which I used the Mia's Secret Frosted Pink, and it was too big. I thought I can handle it, so it was going all over the place, and so as you can see, it stayed there a little bit thick. And that second bead that I applied went down perfectly straight to the nail, and as you can see, it's thinner at the bottom. So that was my first struggle there. And then I went on to put on the bead to the for the cuticle, which also did fine, but it just, that very first bead like totally messed me up. And so I'm gonna finish this nail and then I'll move on to explaining what else went wrong. So like I mentioned, I was up last night late doing this set, and I was like thinking to myself, like, I'm messing up, it's not gonna be a good video and this and that, should I even upload it? So I went ahead and decided that I was gonna upload it because I mean, I'm not perfect, I'm still learning, and so I wanted to put it up just so you guys know that I do make mistakes, a lot of mistakes, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen them also in my other videos. And so I wanted to put it up to you so you guys can see that I'm not perfect, maybe get some feedback on what I can do differently and this and that. So yeah, that's why I uploaded it. All right, so now moving on to the index finger. So what I think I messed up here is I laid my beads of the Cover Pink from Young Nails and the white too thin. So by the time it came down to doing my diagonal cut and applying the white one, like I guess it just wasn't meshing in together. I don't know how to explain it. It was just too thin for me and it wasn't happening for me. Okay, so now that I'm done applying down the acrylic, I'm moving on to doing my cut, and I think the cut was fine. I don't think I had any issues with that. I just think that the acrylic was too thin. Okay, so here you just see me applying more acrylic. I'm trying to build up that thickness because like I said, it was way too thin. It was like way too thin. And so I apply several beads to try and build up. Okay, so moving on to the middle finger. For this one, I wanted to do the V cut. I did grab a bigger bead, as you can see. It was overflowing a little bit over to the sidewalls. I kind of lost a little bit of control of it, but you know, I was trying to just push it back into the nail. And then so I moved on to doing the V cut, which came out okay. I mean, it wasn't the best, but it came out okay. So if you guys have any suggestions on what I can do differently with all these little issues that I had, please leave them in the comments down below. I would appreciate. I am not gonna mind. Just let me know. Okay, so as you guys can see, the nail turned out okay. So now I'm gonna move on to doing my V-cut. And I think I did okay doing this V-cut. Again, it's not the best, but I did what I can do. And then we're gonna move on to applying the white acrylic. All right, so now moving on to applying the white acrylic to the middle finger and the index finger, to the rest of the nail, the free edge. And then we're gonna go ahead and cap it with the white acrylic, and then we're gonna move on to filing. All right, so moving on to the index finger, as you can see, the pink acrylic, it wasn't the best application. It looks very sloppy and messy. But again, like I said, I messed up a lot on this set, but trust me, it came out beautiful. But now I'm laying the white acrylic here. Before I laid down the white acrylic, I did file the edge of the pink, like to make it crispier so it can have a cleaner application. So I did that off camera. So now here I'm just applying the white acrylic up against it and doing it on the rest of the nail tip. Okay, so now that I'm done with the index finger, we're moving on to the pinky, and I'm just realizing that the pinky is already done. I guess I didn't record it, or I'm not sure what happened, because it's obviously already done. I did the ombre here, and so I'm just applying a little bit more. So yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what happened. Okay, so we're done with all 4 fingers applying the acrylic, and this is what we're looking like. Again, it doesn't look pretty right now, but the end results, I promise you once again, beautiful. And so we're gonna move on. Okay, so now it's time to cap all 4 fingers with the clear acrylic, and I'm only going to show the pinky. I didn't show all 4 fingers. And then we're going to move on to shaping and filing, which I did off camera, and then we'll be back. I just wanted to throw it in there that the pinky is actually my favorite finger that I did. The ombre came out good, the shape is good, application good. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. And now as you can see, I already filed off camera and shape. So now we're looking a little bit better. We're looking a little bit more finessed. So now we're gonna move on to applying the transfer foil. Okay, so moving on to applying the transfer foil, the glue that I'm going to be using is called Star Glue, which I actually love, by the way. This is my first time using it, and I love it. Before I was using the McCart one, and it was not working for me. I would cure it for 60 seconds. I would apply the transfer foil, and it just wouldn't stick. And so I started using the Star Glue. This one was actually recommended to me in my nail group that I follow on Facebook. So shout out to the Claw Room. And so yeah, I actually love it. You don't have to cure it. You just have to wait for about a minute to get sticky, and then you can apply your transfer foil. Okay, so here you're just going to see me apply the glue to the ring finger, the middle finger, and the index finger. And I'm just going to apply it to where the white acrylic is. And I'm going to let it sit there for about a minute. And then I'm going to apply the transfer foil. So I let the glue sit for about a minute now. You can see that it's transparent now, so now I can move on to applying the foil. So I'm going to be using this cute flower transfer foil that I got from Amazon, and I'm just going to lay it down on the nail. And I'm going to rub it very gently all over the place so it can apply evenly. So here I'm just pulling up the transfer foil to make sure that it transferred over, but it looks like it didn't. So I just applied it back down and just rubbed a little bit more just to make sure that it does transfer all the way through. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it, and just to make sure that it applied all evenly, so I'm just rubbing as I pull it off just to make sure it all comes onto the nail. And it looks like it did. And then I do eventually go back to fill in those bald spots. It has nothing to do with it not transferring over. That's just how the transfer foil was. So I just go back and apply down the foil again just to fill in those blanks. All right, so now I'm going to move on to the middle finger and the index finger, and it's going to be the same process. Again, I'm only applying it to where the white acrylic is. All right, so I'm done applying the transfer foil, and this is what we're looking like so far. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Next, we're gonna move on to the rhinestone placement, and I actually use opal, I think they're called opal stones. So yeah, let's move on to that. So I'm gonna be using the glue that I use all the time to apply my rhinestones. I'm gonna use it on the index finger, middle finger, and the pinky. So now what you're going to see me do is apply down the glue to where I want the stones to go, and then I'm going to move on to applying the stones and the little caviar beads. And so here I'm just going to let you guys watch. Alright guys, so I'm done with this stone placement. What do you guys think so far? Isn't this cute? After I'm completely done, I think I'm done, I'm gonna move on to applying the matte top coat from Koopa, which is the one that I always use. Alright, so now time to apply the top coat. Again, it's matte, and I'm gonna apply it to all 4 fingers, and I'm gonna want to do this very carefully. I don't want it to go over the stones because I don't want them to lose the little shininess. And don't forget, once you're done applying your gel top coat, you want to go ahead and swipe down your side walls just to maintain that shape. And then we're going to pop the hand in the lamp for about 60 seconds. All right, so now that I'm all done, we're just gonna go ahead and admire these. I love this. I love the transfer foil. I love the flowers. I love the glue. I love the rhinestones. I love everything about them. Let me know what you guys think on the comments down below. All right, are we done admiring them? No? Okay. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.